Get ready to see whose wife is a doctoral candidate and who met his wife at a military base. Also hear everything about Taylor Kinney's mystery lady. It's getting hot in here.
Hi, I am Kara Kilmer from Chicago Fire.
You'll immediately recognize her as the veteran paramedic, Sylvie Brett. And although we're all curious about what Season 10 has in store for Brettsy, today we're shining a light on Kilmer's personal life. Kara got her big network break 7 years ago when she was cast in Chicago Fire. Around the same time, the actress made her feature film debut as Charlotte in Beyond the Mask, a war action-adventure thriller. And this is where she officially met her co-star and now husband, Andrew Chaney. We say officially because Kara had already noticed Andrew sometime before at a church gathering. Although she was drawn towards him, she wasn't brave enough to initiate a chat. Well, when they became co-stars, Kilmer had the perfect reason to talk to him. Clearly, the couple's meeting was destined because Kara nearly missed being cast in the film. When a friend told Kilmer about the role, the casting for the female lead was already far underway. But since she'd worked with the film's casting director in the past, she managed to get an audition. And the rest is history. The pair didn't need more than 1 year of dating to know they're the perfect match. They said their I do's in Kilmer's home state of Texas. And as far as we can tell, the two are still happily married. At Firehouse 51, Kara's character finally came to her senses and told Captain Matt Casey that she loved him. So why don't we see whether Jesse Spencer has anyone special in his life? If you're a House MD fan, you'll recognize Jesse as Dr. Robert Chase. When he met his House co-star, Jennifer Morrison, in 2004, the sparks were instant. 4 months later, they were dating, and just 2 years after, Jesse proposed in Paris. But in the love department, they mirror their characters in House. Yeah, sadly, it wasn't even a year before their relationship was on the rocks. Luckily, the Australian actor eventually met and married his soulmate. His wife, Kaylee Woodruff, is a doctoral candidate, studying auditory neuroscience and psychoacoustics. Whew, now that sounds impressive. But we'd much rather entertain you with how the lovebirds met. 7 years ago, they first laid eyes on one another at a music festival in Chicago. And this time, Spencer waited a little longer before going down on one knee. After 5 years of dating, he proposed to Callie in the Andes Mountains. The couple didn't wait long to walk down the aisle. They tied the knot last year. But wait, there's a special story behind their wedding date. The day and month were chosen to commemorate Callie's grandparents' wedding anniversary. Despite a spike in COVID, a venue change, a Saharan dust plume, not to mention a torrential thunderstorm, we made it across the line on our wedding day, and I'm a very lucky man. So far, it might seem like most of the cast is happily married, but the next actress isn't. And although she's secretive, we'll tell you everything we know about Hanako Greensmith's dating life. The actress who plays Violet Mikami is hiding many talents. Before Chicago Fire, Greensmith started out as a theater artist. That's not all. As the daughter of 2 classical musicians, she's also an experienced cellist. To add to her wow factor, she's got the voice of an angel. Though Hanako is clearly busy with many projects, she makes time for love. The actress appears to be in a long-term relationship, and we can only assume the lucky guy is named Gabe. You can spot him in many of Greensmith's IG photos, under his handle, @GabeZetter. Hanako has called him her banana fish, and mentioned her amazement at sustaining a relationship for so long. And now back to Firehouse 51. We're bound to see more competition between Violet and Blake in the upcoming season, wouldn't you agree? Well, this brings us to the dark-haired actor, Alberto Rosende. You might also remember Alberto as Simon in Shadowhunters. 2 years ago, he was cast as firefighter candidate Blake Gallo. In real life, the actor had quite a big health scare 8 years ago. He was diagnosed with cancer but was declared cancer-free the following year. Thank goodness. After he got his health back on track, he could focus on the finer things in life. He's been romantically linked to Amanda Colby Stewart and Madison Schreiber in the past. It's no surprise that many fans are wondering whether he's single, but it seems not. Rosende is currently dating his Shadowhunters co-star, Tessa Mossy. Although they didn't officially confirm their romance, their social media activities tell otherwise. Both Alberto and Mossy often post sweet photos dedicated to each other on Instagram, moving from one good-looking couple to the next. Last season, we saw Lieutenant Severide propose to Stella, and she said yes. We felt the temperatures rise whenever these two were in the room, so no wonder some fans are shipping Stellaride in real life. Not surprisingly, when Taylor Kinney, aka Severide, was seen with an unidentified mystery woman, the rumors took off like wildfire. But we'll break the news quickly, this romance only exists on television. And Miranda Rae Mayo, aka Stella, was one of the first to shut down the speculations about her and Kinney. Off-screen, Miranda is a closed book. It's unclear whether she's dating anyone, and her social media isn't very helpful in this case. We're sure you're probably dying to hear about Taylor's love life? Don't worry, we're nearly there. But first, we'll see which Chicago Fire co-stars became a couple off the screen. Joe Minoso has been playing firefighter Joe Cruz right from the start of the series. And at the end of Season 9, we saw Cruz's life hanging in the balance. Should firefighter Joe survive, we can only look forward to an interesting Season 10. Luckily, the real-life Joe is good and well, especially when it comes to love. The actor actually met his wife, Caitlin Murphy Miles, on the set of Chicago Fire. If you're wondering which character she plays, it's none. Caitlin is one of the makeup artists on the series. She and Joe met in 2013 and tied the knot 3 years after. The best part? It was a Chicago-themed wedding in, that's right, Chicago. They're still happily married. Talking about interesting meet-cutes, someone met his wife in the most unusual of places. We know him as our favorite short-tempered firefighter, Christopher Herman. Yet some viewers might wonder why he looks so familiar. David Eigenberg also starred in Sex and the City as Steve, Miranda's husband. Many women would be pretty flattered if a well-known actor courted them, but not Christy Kotick. She's been married to Eigenberg for nearly 20 years, but when they first met, she didn't care much for his fame. In fact, back then, Christy hadn't even seen Sex and the City. In any case, David met his future wife in the most unexpected place. He was doing a meet and greet on the army base where she was stationed. And it was love at first sight. Well, for him at least. I saw this woman with her little black beret, and she was just amazing. It wasn't an easy courtship, though. David needed help from a friend to convince Christy to spend a day with him. Luckily, when she eventually agreed, they both clicked. Eigenberg proposed 3 months later, and the rest is a love story for the books. The couple has 2 children and look as happy as ever. And the same is true for the actor who plays Chief Wallace Bowden. Eammon Walker dated his wife, Sandra, for over 20 years until he finally asked for her hand in marriage. Looks like it was worth the wait, as their love is rock solid. The married couple now live in Los Angeles with their 3 children. Of course, not everyone is as lucky in love, and it looks like Taylor Kinney is still searching for that one. Or is he?
If I get recognized, it's mostly from my character.
As for his love life, it's pretty hard to forget his engagement to Lady Gaga. The two met 10 years ago on the set of one of Gaga's music videos. They started dating shortly after and got engaged. For 5 years they were together, but then their love story ended when they called off the engagement in 2016. That same year, Gaga admitted that she still cares for him. I'm actually very close to Taylor. He's been my lover and my friend for a really long time. Following their split, Kinney's been linked to radiologist Alana Di Giovanni, but that didn't last. Since then, the actor has kept his relationships under the radar. But naturally, the world is curious. So you can probably imagine what went down when, 2 years ago, he posted a video of him and a mystery lady. In the video, Taylor and an unidentified woman are slow dancing to a country song. People immediately assumed this lady was his secret love interest. Some fans suggested it was his co-star Miranda, but she shut those rumors down fast. Well, that was 2 years ago already, and nobody's really sure who Taylor is dating or whether he's single. Please, can someone call up Kim? This is an important case to be solved. Thanks for watching. We have to say goodbye for today, but you can still watch our other video about the best Chicago Fire behind-the-scenes details. And stay awesome!